is the sport of surprises. Mike Alvarado pulls out the rematch victory, and now we gotta have a rubber match. Very opportune for Bob Arum, so he can make Marquez and Tim Bradley fight without having any problems from Rios. And yeah, it was an exciting fight. It was a good fight, but I did not see Mike Alvarado winning 6 rounds or 7 rounds, maybe 6, maybe a draw. I could do a swing round, but he did not win 7 rounds against Brandon Rios. No. I'm sorry. And I'm still trying to figure out mathematically, how did they come up with a 114, 113? Like, who did that scoring? That was crazy. But nevertheless, they gave it to Alvarado, and he had the crowd with him. So, in all fair love and war, they'll have a third fight. But when the fight first started, you can clearly see Brandon Rios was having no problem with the movement of Alvarado. He was able to stay with him, cut the ring off, land hard shots. And I think he believed that he was really going to get the fight over with quicker than the last fight. It's clear he's the stronger of the two, but Mike Alvarado was able to use the movement to shield him throwing the right hand. Rios couldn't get the timing for when Alvarado stops and then shoots the right hand over the top of the jab, because Rios was so, he was so anxious of loading up with that left that he abandoned a few things. He should have stayed behind the stick of that jab, the one that staggered him in the second round, but he abandoned it and went total power shots once Mike got hurt in the second round. He started loading up a lot, and he got really excited because he thought the fight was going to be over. And then with Mike sustained and hurt him in the third round, then it kind of changed the fight for a little bit. Brandon came back and got some control, but stamina-wise, I was impressed with Mike Alvarado's skill and his ability to stay in the fight and use angles. Then later on in the fight, Brandon Rios started having problems trying to cut the ring off. He was allowing Mike Alvarado to use the ring and steal rounds, shoe shining at the end of the round, so everyone think that Alvarado was the one dictating the pace for the entire round. And he started stealing the crowd, with his energy and his enthusiasm, and he was getting back into the fight. And then he must have listened to my video, because he did everything that I said he needed to do on the video. He started staying low, he kept it at a distance, he moved, and then he tied Brandon Rios up. Very key. He stopped Brandon Rios' offense on the inside later on in the fight by tying him up. And he got the victory. So that's the breakdown. I still think Rios won the fight by 2 rounds. Well, not by 2 rounds, by 1 point or a draw. You could call it a draw, but I never thought they was going to say Mike Alvarado. That just shocked me altogether.